All right, before I get to Dante Moore, really quick, my favorite play by far of the whole game was Gary Bryant's touchdown. He is getting a block on the perimeter from the 5-star number 1 receiver, Dakorien Moore, who is Michael Orr style blocking this guy into the parking lot. He drives him, I think, a solid 12 yards down the field before pancaking him onto his rear. It was awesome. I didn't even watch Gary go into the end zone. I just watched Dakorien put this guy on his backside. It was great. It was great. That was my favorite play of the game. It wasn't close. Even more than Amari Washington, as Zach Neal correctly put it on Twitter, was living in Montana State's backfield. That was my favorite play of the game, Dakorien Moore. Okay, let's talk about Dante Moore. Because the Moore-to-Moore connection, I think Dakorien said after the game, or Dante, one of them, that, they like that kind of moniker, the Moore-to-Moore. And yeah, we could see plenty of that this year. This wasn't a huge game for Dakorien Moore. I didn't expect he'd go off for, 100 yards and 3 touchdowns or whatever. It's his first college game. And also the ball was getting really spread around, which is what I suspected coming into the year. We'll see if that tightens up. I suspect it will. You're not going to have receptions to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different guys in every game. But could that number easily be 6 or 7 every game? Yeah, I definitely think it could be 6 or 7 per game. So Dakorien Moore, who they gave the ball to in a couple of fly sweeps, definitely is getting used to a college level of football, but dude looks like he belongs, which is just what we expected. And he'll have bigger games. Dakorien will, but Dante, 18 to 23, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns, 9.3 yards per attempt, QBR 75. My everydayers out there. Do you remember what I said earlier this week about what I wanted to see most from Dante Moore? What I most was looking forward to? Or not looking forward to. The swing thought, quote unquote, I wanted him to have? Simplify. Don't force nothing. Don't do anything stupid. Trust that you're a way better team than them. That's exactly what we got. This was a phenomenal start to the Dante Moore era. Bigger tests lie ahead. No doubt. No doubt about it. This is a great start. It's a really, really good start. Now, Dante Moore against lower level competition at UCLA also looked very good. He's still got more to prove. He hasn't changed my opinion or I guess the perception a little, but he hasn't overall changed my opinion yet. To do that, he'd have to go to Penn State, go for 300 plus and 2 touchdowns, lead the offense on a game-winning drive, and do something like that before I'd go, oh, this guy's Heisman this year. So let's, if you're jumping to that conclusion, I don't think Oregon fans are going to. Not too many of you are that reactionary, but a handful. And you know what? It's fun. It's football. College sports are fun. I'm here for it. But if you're looking at what Dante Moore did in this game, it was all good. He executed the offense. He made the right reads. He didn't force the ball. One of my favorite plays is when Oregon wound up kicking a field goal. Because Dante Moore just said, yeah, you know what? All right, we didn't do it here. Get 3 points. Nothing wrong with that. Atticus Sappington, good kick. Good kick, dude. Always like seeing the special teams execute. And what a day for the special teams, by the way. Shout out Joe Lorig. Blocked a punt, made a field goal, did not have to punt all day, so we don't know if Ferguson Reynolds, the Boise State transfer that came in the spring window, if he's legit. I mean, he has been in his career, but thankfully Oregon didn't need him today, which goes back to my original take on the game. That couldn't have gone any better because that was great, and it was really fun. And you know what? It was fun to enjoy. And after, almost 8 months talking about this team in the offseason and all the different moves that they made and how things could play out and all this and reacting to the Evan Stewart injury. It's crazy. No Evan Stewart, no Jurion Dickey, and yet I felt like the wide receiver room had as much talent as we've ever seen, especially when you factor in Kenyon Sadiq. Mekhi Hughes maybe isn't the guy. We'll see. There's still a lot of season left to be played, but if he isn't the guy, do I feel like we have guys in there? Yeah, a lot of different guys. No, Whittington's a dude. By the way, this is the University of Oregon where we go under center a lot now. I mean, I'm here for it. It's not like Oregon hasn't gone under center at all the last couple of years under Will Stein. I remember when Lanning first got here and Dillingham first rolled out the jumbo package and Oregon was under center. It was bizarre. I don't think I had seen Oregon. There was a stat like they hadn't taken an under center snap in a very long time. It was just not something Oregon ever did because you had Chip and Helfrich that weren't going to do it, and then Taggart and Cristobal didn't because Cristobal loved the pistol a lot, of course, and so they weren't going under. I can't visualize a snap in which Justin Herbert was under center. I think even in victory formation they went out of shotgun. So it's just a funny thing to see. I'm still kind of getting used to that, but everything I wanted Dante Moore to do in this game, he did. He simplified. He took what was there. He didn't force the ball down the field. He made the right reads. He looked comfortable. He ran more than I thought for two reasons. Like, I know he's got athleticism, and he talked about his speed in the offseason, 21.5 miles per hour. That's no joke. No joke. It's not how I think he's wired as a quarterback. He's not Jeremiah Masoli. He's not Marcus Mariota or Anthony Brown is the other running quarterback name I was looking for. He's not. I don't think he's ever going to run like that. But he showed you, you can call a quarterback run when you need to. Situationally, you can go to that, and I think they will. But man, the ball coming out of his hand. Jake Butt was talking about it on the broadcast. It looks so easy, and then it's just this beautiful tight spiral that allows him to make every throw on the field. And the way that the speed with which he gets the ball outside the hash marks from the time the ball is snapped to him is so good. It is so elite. And I love Dylan Gabriel. He was awesome last year. I will never forget watching the Ohio State game. Dude is an absolute gamer. Dante Moore can be better than Dylan Gabriel. Bo Nix, we'll see. Jake Butt thinks he has a better arm than Bo Nix does. Might be true, because Dante's arm is ridiculously special. But he simplified. He took what was there, showed a little bit of mobility, made the right reads. He looked comfortable. He looked like he was processing things so well. Like that year of sitting behind Dylan to learn the offense really paid off. Now, the defenses he's going to face the rest of the year, much faster, much better, much more experience, a lot of things that are going to be tougher. But this was a good first step for Dante. This was a great first game for the entire team. So the coaching staff certainly didn't want a repeat of last year. Can't wait for Ducks versus them. Let me know your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, all that good stuff. If enough questions get sent my way, you might get 2 episodes in a day next week. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But you know what? For today, Oregon's 1-0. Their next 3 opponents didn't look great, but hey, one at a time. Oklahoma State is next. Let's focus on the Cowboys now, but we'll talk more about this one on Monday's show. Appreciate everyone listening. I'll see you next time. Until then, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and go Ducks.